We're joined by Eric Krupa, the president of the South Atlantic League, as part of the celebration not only of the Suns' 20th season in the league, but also your 5th season as president. First of all, congratulations on that.
Well, thank you. I only have 45 more years to catch John Henry Moss. So,
is the goal actually to match him, or do you look to surpass him? Do you look to actually go another 46 years?
I think it'd be ridiculous to try to project out. I mean, if I'm blessed enough to continue doing this job for that many years, that'll be amazing. I have no idea what the man upstairs has in store for me, so I'm just enjoying it. So. Okay, well, we actually just on Monday, we just sent the media guide and the directory and all the information that gets printed every year to the printer. So that's now in their court. I'll get it back, probably March 23rd, 25th. I sent it back out to the club so everybody has what they need for opening day. That includes the media guide for the media PR people, all the lineup cards for the managers, all the information that needs to go out to the clubs. That part's done. Right now, we have been informed who our roster of umpires are, so I'm just trying to confirm that have to start planning their travel to the league, signing the crews, all the logistical things to make sure there's 2 umpires to work every game from opening night to the end of the season. I think I developed a great relationship with both the owners and the general managers. That whenever we do have an issue, the collective efforts of the league can be applied and situation addressed. So I don't think we have many big challenges, big changes. Obviously, we lost 2 teams to the Midwest League after the 2009 season through the realignment when they took Bowling Green and Lake County and moved them over to the Midwest League. So now we're at 14 teams. So that would probably be the obvious largest change. I don't know if it's affected the league positively or negatively from a fan's perspective. From the league office perspective, it's made scheduling more of a challenge. In minor league baseball, there's a 500-mile rule that a team can't travel more than 500 miles without an off day. And in our schedule, we have 140 games played in 152 days. So you have 12 off days. 3 of those are taken by the All-Star break. So you have 9 off days throughout the season that you have to use strategically, because there are going to be some trips where they're going to be greater than 500 miles. So you have to use an off day there. I mentioned that because Lake County up in Cleveland was within 500 miles of Lakewood, New Jersey. So you take them away, and there's only 3 clubs that are within 500 miles of Lakewood, New Jersey, and from a scheduling standpoint, that creates a challenge. The other scheduling challenge is we went from 16 teams, which is a factor of 2 that makes it much easier to create schedules for than 14. Team member, you've had obviously some very exciting players come through there. There have been some competitive races towards the championships, first half, second half over the last couple of years, where Hagerstown's come very close. So I think they're a key member. They're obviously a Northern Division team that does allow us to get to and from Lakewood. So, from a scheduling standpoint, again, an aspect that many fans might not be aware of, they're a very important piece of that puzzle as well. With several recent ownership changes and now Bruce Quinn, it looks like there's a solid foundation that we should be able to move forward there. And I'm excited to see where it goes. Charles, well, everybody, you mentioned, we get to go to the All-Star game in Charleston, and everybody gets excited. It's a fun town. It's obviously the coastal town with all some of the historical significance there. It should be a very fun event. Their groundskeeper won the award last year for the best groundskeeper award and the best playing field, and it's absolutely immaculate what Mike Williams does down there. And you know, Charleston is known for doing everything first class, so I think everybody's looking forward to an exciting time, a fun time, a great game. You know, getting together with everybody in the league again. The kind of the South Atlantic League family holds its annual reunion, and we have some fun. We play a game, we showcase the talent in the league, and hopefully everybody does well.
What goes into the process of deciding which city will host?
There are certain specifications that need to be met by a prospective host team, and in the past few years we've entered into a rotation, a kind of a hybrid rotation system to allow clubs that have not hosted the game the longest a chance to host them again. For a while there, we were making sure that the All-Star game was awarded to the cities that had just built new stadiums. And when Greenville had the game in 2010, that was the last of the new stadiums that needed to be highlighted, because before that we'd gone to Greensboro and Charleston, West Virginia with the Power, and then we went to Greenville. So okay, we had visited all the new stadiums. Delmarva hadn't hosted in a long time, so that's where we went to Delmarva last year. And so now we're going through our roster, and the clubs that have not hosted the game the longest, if they can meet the bid specifications of what the league needs to have in hosting, then the league has decided that that's how we should handle things. And if a club were to get a new stadium or major renovation, we'd do our best to make sure they could get a chance to host the game, you know, with pretty soon thereafter, just to be able to highlight that facility, because that's always a fun thing to do.